Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lynn Classical High School as we're live here on YouTube, and you can see it also on LETV, Channel 15 in Lynn, as we take Lynn Classical at 3 and 3, take on Revere 1 and 5, and this is the second season for these two teams. They've gone through the regular season, and now we start the first ever playoffs in the Greater Boston League. And the first time for Classical, along with Lynn English, as they've joined the Greater Boston League for the first time. These two teams started the season at Revere, and both the boys and the girls wound up in overtime. Both Classical boys and girls both beat Revere, and both times it was overtime. Caroline Botero puts it in play. And it goes out of play off Revere. They get it to Lauren Hennessy over the line. Revere is in a box and one. Around the rim and out. Pedro with the rebound, gives it to Brinkler. And they called Brinkler for steps. She had the shot. She took two backup steps to get it off. They're playing Ava Thurman one-on-one. Off the rim, no good. The rebound, no good. Reese Sprinkler comes away with it. It got knocked away by Revere and out of play. For Revere, one is, I hope I'm saying it correctly, Lindsay Anderson. Alana Nelson is 3. Truman looking to get loose. We're going to get a foul on Revere on the drive. 13 is Lamise Alicide, and 24 is Skylar DeSimone. For Classical, 3 is Sailor Brinkler, 4 is Reese Brinkler, 10 is Ava Thurman, 14 is Lauren Hennessy, and 11 is Amelia Pedro. So we're still looking for our first points here in this quarterfinal action. Hennessy gets loose. Missed the shot. Revere pushing it up. Thurman slowed it down. Down the middle pass, too far on the basket, couldn't get the shot off. Shot no good, tipped up. Pedro comes away with it. She had the right idea, but tough pass to get to Pedro. It got knocked out by Alicide. So we played just about a minute and a half, and we're still looking for our first point. Reese Brinkley gets loose, missed the shot, gets it back again, gets another try. She had a trifecta. She had 3 tries. Got hit on the third one. She'll look to get Classical on the board from the free throw line. I've known the Brinkler families for a very long time, as the shot is missed. Mother was a cheerleader for the Patriots. Reese Sprinkler gets Classical on the board. And I grew up eating sub sandwiches from the Brinkler sub shop on Western Avenue. And they throw it away. No, they didn't. It got saved. And now Thurman knocks it out. It was a great save by Botero. And that one went right through the fingertips. Out of bounds off Revere. So a slow start. Last game here, final game of the season, Classical beat Somerville, but they only got 10 points in the first half. They had a humongous second half to get the win. 3-point basket by Sailor Brinkler. So the Brinklers have put 4 on the board, and it's 4-0 Classical over Revere. They look to go inside, they throw it away. Hennessy bringing it up. Brinkler with another one. Back-to-back threes by Sailor Brinkler. And it's a 7-0 start for Classical. Shot. Tried to save it, couldn't. Classical's looking for a sweep here in the quarterfinals. Classical boys beat Malden in the first game. Touchdown pass to Pedro. High off the glass, no good. Thurman had it taken away, and we got a foul. And Revere wants a timeout. They went touchdown to Pedro. The shot was missed. Thurman picked up the rebound, had it blocked right into the lap of Sailor Brinkler, who's going to get 2 at the line. And Revere called a timeout. So Reese Brinkler got the first point. Sailor Brinkler scored the next 6. And it's 7-0 Classical. We played just over 3 minutes. Revere looking for their first points. Coach Willis for Revere calling a timeout. I have some very good friends in Revere, the Cellas. Father, son, were outstanding gentlemen in Revere and outstanding friends of mine. As we come out of the timeout, Sailor Brinkler will look to extend her 6 straight points. She's at the line for 2. So right now it's the Brinkler 7, Revere nothing. I'd like to mention also, Lynn was kind of shocked a little bit. The outstanding high school boys varsity basketball coach, Antonio Anderson, has announced that he's leaving to go to Springfield Prep. Missed the first. He'll be sorely missed. We wish him the best. He's an outstanding young man. He played first at English. Most people don't remember that. Then he switched over to Tech and won a state championship, went to a Final Four. Sailor Brinkler makes 1, and it's 8-0. So we wish Antonio Anderson well, as Carolina Botero hits Revere on the board. Now they get a steal, they get a foul. Alice will get 2 at the line. Makes the first. Laura Wilson and Molly Mannion come in the game for the Lady Rams. Missed that one. They almost had their own rebound. It bounced away from him, and Wilson comes up with it. And she took steps. She got stuck. She was trying to make a pass, and before she could make it, she took an extra step. So Classical ran 8. Revere has run 3, and they got a chance to get a little closer as Aliseed brings it up. And we got an offensive foul against Revere. Classical lost it out of bounds. Haley Belois, or Belosi. I'll say it both ways, hope I get it right once, in the game for Revere. Once again, Aliseed bringing it up. Give and go. Off the rim, no good. Reese Sprinkler with the rebound. Thurman looking to push it up. Tough shot by Thurman. Follow. Up and good by Reese Sprinkler. The Brinklers have got all the points, 10-3. Three-point shot off the rim, no good. Tipped up. Off Revere. Nina Casanello in the game for Revere. Touchdown to Thurman off her fingertips. She lost it. And then she comes back and takes it away. Wilson strong to the basket, got fouled, laid it up and hung on the rim and fell out. So Thurman has it taken away, and then she takes it away. She giveth and she taketh away. Missed the first one. Thurman's coming out. Hennessy in. Akla Brown in for the first time, replacing Reese Sprinkler. Wilson makes one. That's the first point scored not by a Brinkler. And it's 11-3. And they throw it behind. Casanello, I don't know if she thought that DeSimone was going to take the shot. She broke to the basket, and DeSimone threw the pass behind her. They go over the top to Brown. It went through her fingertips. Tried to squeeze the shot off, couldn't do it. Mannion with the rebound. Hennessy will bring it up. Three-point basket. Off the rim, no good. And we got a foul against Glasgow. Mannion looking to go over the top. She went over the top of Aliseed for the foul. Aloysia Lung in the game for Revere. Glasgow in the 2-3 zone. And they take steps and turn it over. Revere having a tough time getting into any kind of offensive flow. Hennessy pushes it up. Mannion was wide open underneath. By the time they found her, they threw it over her head. She got behind. The defense was wide open, going to the lane, and the pass just too high over her head. Revere throws it away. Revere wants another timeout. They're having a very tough time getting in the flow. Alice Word at number 13 is only a freshman. .207 left in this first period. This is the quarterfinal round of the first ever Greater Boston League playoffs. I think it was the Catholic Central League that started this. They came up with, they called it the Catholic Central League Cup Tournament. They did it in soccer, and they did it in basketball, they did it in hockey. And the other teams, Cape Ann, Catholic League, now the GBL. Other leagues have picked it up. And especially now with the GBL league, there aren't that, I think GBL might be the only league playing basketball. Everybody else is playing football and soccer now, as everything runs together. So in order to, they had a 6-game season with 7 teams in the league, and they wanted to play a few extra games, so they go with the tournament. Thurman looking to go to the basket, stripped from behind. Nice defense by Revere. Alice threw it almost off the roof, but she got hit, and she'll go to the line for 2. They stripped the ball away, got loose. Alice took it coast to coast, got hit. She's at the line for 2. Just under 2 minutes left in this first period. Off the rim with the first one. Both teams making changes. Missed them both. Wilson gets stuck but gets it back to Brinkler, and Hennessy pushes it up. Down the lane, they let her go. She gets her own rebound. Little underhand scoop. Couldn't get it to go. And Alice will bring up, they got 2 freshmen out there now. Haley Belois, 20, is a freshman. That pass went right to Brinkler, now off the hands of Hennessy, right into the hands of Botero. So again, we giveth, we taketh away. Strong to the basket. Belois, the other freshman, lays it in. Off the rim, no good. Off the foot of Belois. 1 minute straight up left in this first period. With all the new rules, they flip a coin like they do in football for kickoff to see who gets the ball first. No jump ball at half court. Nothing under the basket. In and out. Reese Brinkler came up big. Rebounded, laid it in. Right in the right place at the right time. Wilson almost picked that. Missed the shot, but she got hit taking it. Erica Anderson will get 3, I think, at the line. The other couple, of course, if you can see it, as we go up and down the court, you might see in the background the benches that are spread wide apart. Everybody wearing a mask playing, as they missed the first one. The only out-of-bounds play under the basket is after a made basket. Everything else goes to the side. Missed the second. Frankie DeAngelis in the game for the first time, along with Isabella, Amatez Lopez, They missed all three. Jump ball will be Classical's basketball. Classical can almost run the clock out. 5-second difference. Revere going full court pressure. Hennessy gives it to Brinkler to bring up. He was wide open. Took it coast to coast and missed the shot. Hennessy for three, no good. Long rebound. Sprinkler throws it up, no good. Classical with another opportunity. Thurman got stuck. Stripped away from behind. Revere finally got the ball back. At the buzzer, off the rim and out. So Classical gets out quickly. They built up the lead. They hold Revere to 5 points in the first period, but it's only an 8-point gap. It's Classical 13. Revere 5. 12 of those 13 points by Classical have been scored by both Sprinklers. Saylor, Sprinkler has 7. Sprinkler has 5. Botero and Belois have a basket apiece for Revere as we'll move into the second 8 minutes of this quarterfinal playoff game. And I wish I could tell you who plays who or what the seeding is, because they didn't put it out anywhere. In fact, after the boys' game, I asked the Classical coach, do you know who you plays? We won't know till 6:30 tonight. So they didn't put out in the seeding 1 through 7, so he could probably try to figure it out. They shortened everything up. There's only 2 minutes between periods. There's only like 2.5 minutes between the halves. Nobody goes to the locker room. This is the first time here at Classical that fans are allowed. There are Revere fans sitting in front of us. There's Classical fans to our right in the bleachers. Prior to this, there were no fans allowed, home or away. So, Belois and Botero, Simone, Lindsay Anderson, and Nelson are the 5 out there for Revere. Stripped away, but Revere gets it back. From dead in the corner, off the rim, no good. Sprinkler, Thurman, tipped away. Stolen away. Hennessy, Pedro, Sprinkler, Wilson, and Thurman, the 5 out there for Classical. They went underneath, but they couldn't get the shot off. Now they drive the lane, off the rim, no good. Sprinkler with the rebound. They go deep to Hennessy, and it's knocked out of bounds by Botero. So we played a minute here in the second period. We're looking for our first points by either team. Thurman looking to go to the basket, gets shut off. Gets shut off again. He tried to go underneath, deflected away, but Pedro saved it. Sprinkler takes the shot, air ball. Belois picked it off. Simone gets it across. Around the rim and out. They kick it back out. Straightaway shot off the rim and out. And we're going to foul against Reese Brinkler. That'll even the team fouls at 5 apiece. They both have 1 to waste before anybody shoots free throws. Right now, Lindsay Anderson will get 2 at the line. She gets Revere on the board first. Brown and Pedro are back for Classical. It doesn't count. She stepped over the line. She took the shot and went in the lane too quick. Shayla Brinkler bringing it up. Thurman. Hennessy down the lane. She lost it, but she lost it because somebody got a piece of her. So that's it for Revere with 6 minutes left. Classical will be shooting free throws as Aliceid comes back for Revere. Amelia Pedro will put it in play. Her grandfather, the outstanding Pistol Pete Pedro. Everything in baseball, football, basketball. Had a tryout with the Pats. Played a couple of spring games. Was a Golden Glove champion. Trying to go to the basket, they lost it. It got saved by Revere and now stolen away by Thurman. Thurman shot off the rim, no good. Stripped away, but right to Pedro. Her shot, no good. Nice box out by Botero. Brown couldn't go over for the rebound. In the middle, the shot. Aliceid tried to save it, but couldn't. So we played just about 3 minutes. We've had 1 point scored by Revere. Hennessy will bring it up. Sierra Brinkler lost it out of bounds. So the Brinklers got Classical off quickly in the first period. Classical hasn't scored in the second period.
Come on, girls.
Around the rim and out. They've come close, but they can't get it to fall. Thurman bringing it up. Thurman shut off. Tough shot by Thurman from behind the basket. They try to go deep. Lindsay Anderson was behind everybody. Molly Manning got a piece of it and knocked it out. So the shoes on the other foot, actually for both teams, but especially Classical, they had an 8-point lead. They got out quickly in the first period. We're halfway through the second period. Classical hasn't scored yet. The runner is no good. Tipped and knocked out by Lindsay Anderson. Sailor Brinkler will put it in play. Hennessy will bring it up. Three-point shot, no good. The rebound by Botero. They go deep once again to Lindsay Anderson, who's ahead of the pack again. She got the pass and got hit. She'll get 2 at the line. And with 3:35 left, both teams will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Missed the first one. Everybody's missed a lot of free throws. That was the 3rd foul on Molly Mannion. And our Classical is going to take a timeout. 3:35 left. Both offenses having trouble getting going. The Brinkley's Sailor hit a couple of big threes to start the game. Brinkley got a couple of putbacks, and they haven't scored a basket since. Revere got stuck with only 5 points in the first period. They've only got 1 here in the second period. They've missed some. They missed about 4 or 5 free throws here in the second period. They missed all 3 of a 3-shot foul. So they've missed 5 or 6 free throws, and they're down 7. And Anderson will get 1 more at the line when we come back from the timeout. 3:35 left. The winner moves on to the semifinals. The loser will pack it in. And for the GBL, that will mean the first sport would be soccer. But baseball and softball after that. But the middle of May and into middle of April into May, it'll be football and soccer for Greater Boston League. Everybody else will be playing. Everybody else will be playing softball and baseball. GBL will finally catch up, probably the middle of May. Hennessy pushing it up. They look to double team her. She gets it to Sailor Brinkler. Off Brown's hand. Sailor Brinkler saved it. Reese Brinkler steps inside and lays it in. She went right around the defense. She caught it, and the defense trying to pick the pass. 3-point basket. Caroline Botero, nothing but net. And the lead is down to 6. Inside to Reese Brinkler. She got stuck, hit the side of the backboard with that shot. Underneath the Brown. Great look by Reese Brinkler. Brown all by herself had the uncontested layup. 17-9, the Rams. Aliseed, shot no good. Brown with the rebound. Reese Sprinkler's going to get called for steps. Took a couple of steps to go to the basket. Didn't take the shot. Glasgow by 8 as Aliseed walks it up. From dead in the corner, the shot no good. Out off Revere. They try to go deep. Botero picked it off. Her shot got blocked. It wound up right back in her lap. She's got 5 in a row for Revere. And the lead is back down to 6. Reese Sprinkler, nice pass from Hennessy. And we got a foul on the play as well. So Reese Pickle looking for a three-point play. No good. Brown comes away with it. Great play. Ackler Brown went over the top, got it at an easy layup, and all of a sudden, Classical has their biggest lead of 10. They try to go back door. Classical blocked it. Brown read the play and knocked it out. Patero will put it in play. Another three-point basket by Patero. She's got 8 in this period, 8 of the 9 that Revere has. She's got 2 big three-point baskets. Steps called. Patero was going to pick off the pass anyway. So Revere can eat into the 7-point lead. It was 10. Patero got that big three-point basket. Off the rim, no good. Wilson comes away with the rebound. Off her foot, goes to the floor. Sailor Brinkler saves it. Brown looking for somebody. Wilson lets it fly. Revere will let it go out of play. 10 seconds left. Classical by 7. Revere's got to go quickly. Down the lane, off the rim, no good. That'll do it. So the three-point basket by Patero, the last basket of this first half, eats into that 10-point lead. Classical got it up to 10. And it's down to 7 as it's 21-14. Sailor Brinkler has 9. Reese Brinkler has 7. They have 16 of the 21 points. Ackler Brown has played outstanding. She's got 4 points and a few rebounds and a couple of steals. Wilson wound up with a point. Lizzie Anderson had a point. Carolyn Patero keeping him in it. She's got 10, 8 of them in the second period. She's the only Revere player with more than 1 basket. So they got 5 points in the first, they got 9 points in the second. Glasgow got 8 in the second. And it's 21-14 with 2 periods of basketball regulation. I have to say that because these 2 teams played to a draw in regulation at Revere the first game of the season. And Glasgow came back and won it in overtime on a big overtime period by Ava Thurman. Revere is, every time it looked like Glasgow might run away and hide a little bit, Revere has come back and hit a couple of baskets, but Patero, especially with 2 big three-point baskets in that second period, has got them a little bit of breathing room. Both coaches, Coach Willis, for Revere, Coach Sawyer for Classical, discussing it with the troops. Both teams want to move on. The winner keeps playing. The loser is done for the season, and we'll get ready for whatever they do next. Some of these, I would assume it would be soccer. So Alice, Patero, Skylar DeSimone, Lizzie Anderson. and Nelson are the 5 out there for Revere. Wilson, Pedro, Sailor, Brinkler. They double up, and a blocker, Alice came in and helped out Anderson, and they tied it up. Revere gets the basketball. So Pedro, Brown, Sailor, Brinkler, Thurman, and Wilson, the 5 out there. She lost it going to the basket. Thurman stops, missed everything with that shot. She didn't go all the way through, and we're going to foul against Glasgow. Wilson picks up the foul, her second. So Revere again will have a chance to get on the board first, eat into that 7-point Glasgow lead. Glasgow in that 2-3 zone. They go inside, off the rim and out. Perfect pass, nice play. DeSimo laid it up and couldn't get the break. Thurman gets shut off. Brinkler with the 3. She took steps. She caught it, realized she could get the shot off, but shuffled her feet before she took it. And they'd love to have that one back. She knocked it down. Off the rim, no good. Brinkler had it, couldn't hold on to it. It went out off Sailor Brinkler. So we're still looking for our first points in this third period. Points have been hard to come by. The runner, too strong off the backboard. Wilson with the rebound. Strong to the basket, a little too strong. Out in front, missed the shot. All by herself walking in. And just flat out missed the gimme. Shot, no good. Alice steps in and picks it off. Shot no good. The follow. Up and good by Nelson. For the first time, Revere gets on the board first. The lead is down to 5. Thurman got a break. I thought they were going to call her for step. No question, she traveled. But they're going to call a foul. Thurman is the leading scorer for Glasgow, and she hasn't got a point in this one. Fourth foul on Lindsay Anderson. She has to come out. Haley Belois in the game. Thurman, another tough shot. And another tough shot, gets it blocked. Reese Brinkler gets the rebound and lays it in. So they've matched baskets through the first 3 minutes, which is good for Glasgow, but not good for Revere. Off the rim, no good. Tip out off Glasgow. Long rebound, they couldn't hold on. Want it up in the Revere bench area. They didn't give him a fresh 30 seconds. I think they should have. It was only a 2-second loss. Revere's getting a lot of open looks, but they can't knock them down. Thurman bringing it up. Pedro off the rim, no good. Thurman with the long rebound. They go underneath. They missed the shot. Brown took steps. They made a great pass. Bree Sprinkler had to go under the basket to catch it. She tried the little spin off the glass, couldn't get it to go. Brown was there for the rebound, but she took an extra step. So it's still a 7-point cushion as we reach the halfway mark of this third period. Inside, nice pass. Belois to Botero for the bucket. And the lead is down to 5. Mannion's coming in, Brown's going out. Just past the halfway mark, 2 seconds past. Hennessy bringing it up against Aliseed. Thurman tried to go inside. It got tipped by Botero, but then it also got tipped by Bree Sprinkler. And all of a sudden, Revere can get a little closer. Pascal in that 2-3 zone. He tried to go inside. No good. Boiselle with the rebound. Gets fouled. The young freshman. She was in the right place at the right time. She'll get 2 at the line. Makes the first. Not an easy assignment when you're out there. Everybody clears away. You're all by yourself at the foul line. Team watching you. Other team watching us. Fans in the stands. Young freshman. She made one. It's a 4-point lead now, with a lot of basketball left to play.
Come on, Blue!
Haskell trying to get it going offensively. Bree Sprinkler just inside that 3-point line, throws it in. That's a big bucket. One of the few times she steps outside. Usually it's Sailor that goes out there. 3-point shot, missed everything. They're really covering Ava Thurman one-on-one. They're not even looking to the basketball. We're going to foul against Revere. DeSimone is covering Thurman, although I think they're going to a 2-3 zone now. But she was covering Thurman, and she was not looking at the basketball. She just had looking right in the face. Pedro throws in a 3. That's huge. And all of a sudden the lead is 9. It was just 4.
Come on, Blue!
Off the rim, no good. Thurman high in the air for the rebound. Aliseed comes away with it. Three-point basket. Nelson. And the lead is down to 6. Hennessy down the lane, has it blocked. Tipped away. Alishid comes up with it. Gets by Thurman. It goes and she gets fouled. The other freshman. Again, it looked like Classical's running away. They get 5 in a row to get a 9-point cushion. And now all of a sudden, Allison made a great play. She got away from Thurman just past half court, took it strong to the basket, got the shot to go. She's looking for a 3-point play, and Revere could get as close as they've been since opening minutes. She knocks it home. All of a sudden, that 9-point lead in a matter of seconds is down to 3. Palois will pick up the foul. No one shooting. 3 team fouls apiece with 1:17 left in this third period. Off the rim, no good. And we got a foul against Reese Sprinkler. Pateria was playing outstanding. Rebounded the miss and got knocked down. That's the third foul on Reese Sprinkler. And Revere can get a lot closer. The Revere fans in front of me will go crazy if they ever got a 3-point basket. A minute and counting left in this third period. They were lucky to get that pass back. They didn't get that pass back. Pedro picked it off. Aliceid hustling, knocked it away and knocked it out, but Pedro made the big defensive play. Those cross-court passes give coaches gray hair. Sprinkler gets the shot, knocks it down. He waved like the basket was no good, but then he said, no, the basket's good. So Sprinkler gets her third trifecta. The fourth foul on Reese Sprinkler, she has to come out. That's huge. The lead is 6. With a lot of basketball left. Wilson comes away with the missed shot. Shot clock is off. In and out. Revere has to hurry. We got a foul against Pedro. And that's the limit for Classical. Revere will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. 3 seconds. They got enough time to get the ball in bounds and get a shot. But they're getting it up quick. They let it fly. Off the glass and in! Patero gets her third trifecta. She beat the clock. She hit it high off the glass. She didn't call glass, but she'll take it. Patero has been outstanding. (31-28) with a period left. And Classical is in foul trouble. Reese Sprinkler has 4, and Revere is shooting free throws. They left Patero wide open. They threw it in. She was able to take a bounce and a step. She threw it sky high off the glass and banked it in. Nelson had 5 for Revere in that period. Patero had 5 with that huge 3. She's got 15 of Revere's 31. She got half the points. Classical got 10. Revere got 14. Classical will have the basketball, and they have a 3-point lead with 8 minutes of basketball left in regulation. And each time, and Classical has got a big 3 by Shayla Brinkler, a basket by Reese Brinkler, and a 3 by Pedro. All of a sudden, there was a 9-point cushion, and then 2 big 3s.
Rod, hey, Isaiah hits a 3. Rodman has to throw the line, pull it down, reset the back, good basket. That's as simple as I can explain. It was instantaneous.
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. CIA. Let me get out of that. I've been watched by the FBI plenty of times.
Well, so with a lead 1 possession, counting a 3-point shot. They have the basketball.
Come on, Blow.
Thurman, Hennessy, Shayla Brinkler, Wilson, and Pedro, the 5 out there, as the shot clock is winding down. They got to look to get it up. Off the rim, no good. Revere with a chance to close or tie with a 3. We told you these teams played overtime. They try to go inside. Boiselle saved it. Nice job by Belois. That went down and came back out. The Revere fans were already on their feet cheering. It went down, and now Brinkler bounces it off her foot. That went around the rim, went down, and as they started the cheering, it popped out. You can't get any closer than that. The young freshman almost got Revere within a point. A 3-point basket by Nelson, her second. And we're dead even at 31. It wasn't that long ago the Classical had a 9-point lead. All of a sudden, Nelson, that's her second trifecta. Patero has 3 of them. So the first points of the 4th period is the 3 by Nelson. And we're right back when we started, dead even. 31-31 with 6:35 left in the basketball game.
I'm just throwing the people in the room. What's up?
And we mentioned Classical's in foul trouble. They've got Reese Brinkler on the bench with 4 fouls. Revere is shooting free throws. Revere has 3 fouls to waste before Classical shoots. So everything right now going the Patriots of Revere. It's going their way. Coach Willis talking to his troops. Tom Sawyer, who called the timeout, talking to his. You kind of get the idea whoever has the ball last could win this one, because no lead seems to be safe. Revere has never led. Classical got out quickly. They scored the first 7 points.
Let's go, Blow.
They've been leading ever since until now, 31-31. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. 6:35 left on the game clock.
Thurman
with the basketball. We mentioned she's Classical's leading scorer and she hasn't scored yet. They shut her off again, and Revere steals it. Thurman steals it back. And now we got a little tempers flaring. I think they called a foul against Revere. Thurman lost it, got it back, and then got hit. They called a foul against Aliseed. So Classical gets it back. Revere almost had a chance to get the lead with the steal.
Defense, girls!
Wilson to the basket, gets hit. So that edge in fouls are virtually going by the boards because now that's the fifth. So they only have one to waste. And Revere's going to take a timeout. So the wheel's turning on both benches. Everybody getting into it now. The Revere fans have been, it's been up and down. Ebb and flow for Revere. They were, every time they make a little comeback, Glasgow would pull away. They built the lead up to 9, and all of a sudden, Nelson's basket, the only basket in this, so far in the first 2 minutes of this fourth period, is a 3, and it ties the game up. And now we're down to the final 6 minutes deciding, unless we go into overtime, who goes on to the semifinals. 6:06 left, 31-31. Wilson will be at the line shooting 2, trying to break the tie. Glasgow's looking to go over 500. They're 3-3. Looking to go 4-3 and move on. Revere with 1 win. But this would be the big win if they could get the win now. So Wilson will get 2 at the line. She got 1 point way back in the first period. That one's too strong. Reese Sprinkler is coming back with her 4 fouls. Bob Sawyer rolling the dice early with 6 minutes left. No good. Botero, who's been outstanding for Revere, comes up with the rebound, and Revere can get their first lead of the game if they score. And if Classical fouls, it puts them at the line. Off the rim, no good. They got the shot they wanted. Botero's got 3 threes. She couldn't get that one to go. They go inside to Brinkler. Spins, got the shot off, but couldn't get it to go. And again, Revere with a chance to take the lead. Three-point shot, no good. Classical saved it right to Aliseed. Can't get the shot to go. Sailor Brinkler comes up with a loose basketball. Almost stolen away. 5 minutes and counting left to play in this one. 31-31. Can't get any closer than this. Every pass, every dribble, every shot, every foul extremely important. Shot clock winding down. They got to get it up. They bank it in at the buzzer. Wilson with a 3 at the buzzer. That offsets Botero's 3 at the buzzer at the end of the period. Glasgow by 3. Shot no good. Wilson with the rebound. Reese Sprinkler caught it, couldn't get the shot off. Coast to coast. Kyla DeSimone looked like a runaway train. Going straight at the defense. She threw it high off the glass, got it to go, and she's got a chance to tie it up again.
Let's go, Tish. Excellent.
Sailor. Sailor Brinkler hit that three, banking it off the glass to beat the shot clock. And now DeSimone takes it the length of the court, gets fouled. She's got a chance to tie it again. She gets the bounce. A second tie. Thurman gets shut off, takes the shot. Off the rim, no good. Here comes DeSimone again. Off the rim, no good. The follow, no good. Knocked out by Revere. Nelson was there for the rebound, laid it up, and it went off the rim and out. They had two chances to take the lead. And we got another timeout. That looked like DeSimone again, going the length of the court. They got a couple of tries, but they couldn't knock it down. And now Classical will get a chance to break the tie. 26 of the 34 points for Classical have been scored by the Brinklers. Sailor has 15. Reese has 11. On the other side, Patero has 10. Nelson has 8. That three-point basket by DeSimone to tie it for only 3 points of the game so far. Neither team able to run away and hide. Classical had the most opportunities, starting at 7-0, leading 12-5 at the end of one, and then built the lead up to 9 in the third period. But Nelson and Botero hit a couple of threes to get it back to 3, and then Nelson hit a 3 to tie it. Sailor Brinkler beat the shot clock for a 3 to give Classical the lead, and then DeSimone coast to coast for a conventional 3. And the game is tied, and now Alice commits the foul, trying to take it away from Hennessy. She tipped it, but then got a piece of Hennessy trying to go get it. Both teams will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Third foul on Alice. 3:32 left in regulation. Thurman trying to go to the basket, gets shut off. Tipped and knocked away. Here comes DeSimone. Shot no good. Reese Pinkel looking for a foul. She probably should have got it. DeSimone was on her back. So now we've slowed down a bit. Nobody's able to break the tie. Reese Pinkel has a shot blocked. It goes out.
No one touched it.
Classical gets it back.
No Revere player touched it. No illegal speed.
Thurman takes the shot, can't hit it. Tip right to Sailor Brinkler. Thurman couldn't get the shot off. Wilson will take the 3. No good. Tipped right into the lap of Belois. Alice down the lane gets fouled. Coast to coast went with the underhand layup and got fouled by Wilson. She'll get 2 at the line trying to break the tie. Brings it home. The young freshman playing well, along with the other freshman, 20. Belois. Missed that one. So it's a 1-point game with 2:25 and counting. Mannion looking to go to the basket. Off the rim, no good. Reese Sprinkler tried to keep it alive, but she tipped it and it went out of bounds. So Revere has the basketball. Sailor Brinkler coming back.
Come on, Tish.
So it's both Brinklers, Mannion, Hennessy, and Thurman for Classical. Patero, Aliseed, Palois, DeSimone, Nelson for Revere. Out deep. Off the rim, no good. Tip. Lead pass to Thurman. She's out front. Blocked from behind, but knocked down. Thurman will get 2 at the line. Revere's going to take another timeout. The young freshman, Aliseed, really hustled. Thurman was out in front. She got a piece of the basketball, but she got a piece of Thurman as well, knocked her down. If Thurman can get her first points here, that would be huge. She's got 2 at the line, and Classical's trailing by 1, and she's looking for her first points, and she's normally their top scorer. She hasn't scored a point. Rivera shut her down. 1:41 left in this one. This barn burner, as we mentioned, the winner gets a berth in the semis. If it's Revere with their 2-5 record, they could be going to English and playing the number 1 seed. So they could be coming back to Lynn, back to back. Glasgow will go to 4-3. So they may have to go to Everett or one of those places. They don't have the timeouts on the scoreboard, so they can't have too many timeouts left because they've been calling them rapid fire here, especially in the 4th period. Revere has outscored Classical 7-5 with 1:41 left, giving Revere a 1-point lead. Missed the first. Thurman brings it home.
Come on, girls. Tish, let's go, Tish.
Reese Sprinkler reaching in, and that's Reese Sprinkler's 5th foul. Tom Sawyer not happy with that call. She reached in for the ball and made contact with DeSimone, and Reese Sprinkler is fouled out. It'll be 1-1 at the line for DeSimone. She needs the first.
Come on, Tish.
No good. So we're still dead even. Off the rim, no good. There's Matero again with a huge rebound. A minute and counting left in regulation. Tied for the 3rd time. Shot clock winding down. Off the rim and in by DeSimone. She's got 5 in the period. Thurman shot no good. We're going to jump ball. It's Revere's basketball. Classical's going to take a timeout. Who would have thunk this? Classical had a 9-point lead, and all of a sudden, old Mr. Momentum switched over. DeSimone has come up huge. She got a big 3-point basket to tie the game. Now she gets the basket to put Revere up 2. Botero has been immense rebounding the basketball. And all of a sudden, shot clock is off. Classical has to foul or Revere can run out the clock. Classical with 4 points in this 4th period. Figure with Revere getting 9 points in a period, Classical having a 3-point lead, you would think Classical would be in the lead. But when you only get 5 points, DeSimone comes up huge. She's got 5 points all in this 4th period. The coast-to-coast drive, 3-point play that tied the game. And now the basket that gives Revere their first lead of the game. They've never led. We were tied 3 times. They've never led until now. They have a 2-point lead, and they have the basketball. And Classical, if they don't steal the ball, they have to foul.
Get it in now.
Let's go!
They double up.
No!
The official called a jump ball.
Come on!
The official outside. The official outside called a foul. They called a jump. One official called a foul. The other official called a jump ball. It's Classical's basketball. They both had a different look from one side to the other. And Classical has a pulse. They trail by 2, but they have the ball. Around the rim and out. Now they foul. DeSimone comes up big again. DeSimone gets the rebound. She'll get 2 at the line because Classical's in double penalty. If she makes 2, the game is over. If she makes 1, Classical could tie with a 3-point play. So it's a question of 1 possession or 2, depending on the free throws. She makes the first. She's been immense. Classical calls another timeout. She makes this one, it's game time. Classical still has a pulse if she misses this, but they need a 3-point play. And Classical looked like they were running away. They had a 9-point lead in the 3rd period. Nelson and Botero came up with big 3-point baskets to cut it to 3 at the end of 3. And now they've held Classical to 1 basket, a 3 by Wilson that beat the buzzer off the glass. And a free throw by Thurman, her only point of the game, and she's their leading scorer, giving them 4 points for the period.
Right, so if he misses it, we're following with like 6 seconds to go. We're grabbing them. We don't want to let them tie it.
We got the fans coaching here on the sideline. Fans saying, if she misses this, we bring the ball down, we foul them. Revere fans were sitting on their hands when it was a 9-point lead. Now they're all excited because they're on the verge of winning this one and moving on to the semifinals. Revere got the rebound. I'm not sure why she shot it. I don't know why she shot the basketball. Coach Willis doesn't know why either. Thurman, they're going for 2. I'm not sure why they went for 2 points. They need a triple. Thurman took it strong to the basket, committed the foul. This game is over. Classical had the basketball. Revere was not fouling. Classical needed a 3-point basket. Thurman went all the way to the basket to get a 2. It wouldn't have helped. Alice at the line. Whether she makes or misses, it doesn't make any difference. This one's over. She missed the first. So you're down 3 going into the 4th period. You get 10 points in the 4th period. And she gets her own rebound and it's over. Revere gets 10 points in the 4th period after being down 3 going into the period. And they win the game by 3 because Classical only gets 4 points in the period. A big part of the game was Reese Brinkler getting in foul trouble and had to sit out for a long time. She had 11 points through 3 periods. She had to sit a long time, and then she eventually fouled out, and that really hurt the Rams. Skylar DeSimone came up mammoth in the 4th period. She had nothing through 3 periods. She went coast to coast for a 3-point play to tie it. She got a rebound and a basket, which turned out to be the winning points when she hit the free throw. She got 6 points in the 4th period, the last 6 points to win the game, 38-35. Classical is eliminated. They'll go to 3-4. Revere picks up their second win. They split with Classical. They lost the first one in overtime. Now they come back, they go 1-1 with Classical, but they win the most important one, the quarterfinal playoff game. They'll move on to the semifinals. It might be to take on English at English, but they'll take it because right now they're just happy to be moving on. But imagine only getting 10 points in the 4th period after being down 3 going in, and you win it by 3 because you hold the opposition to 1 basket and 4 points. And the 1 basket by Classical was a 3-point basket by Wilson off the glass that beat the shot clock. For Revere, Nelson had 8. Mateo had 15. She was amazing. She must have had double digits in rebounds as well. Alice played very well. The young freshman had 5. Beloche had 3. She played extremely well also. Lindsay Anderson chipped in with a point. And DeSimone had only 6, but they were the last 6 points of the game and the final 3 points that were the difference in the game. She had 6 and she made the difference. On the other side, Wilson had that 1 3-point basket. She had a free throw besides for 4 points. Eckler Brown played well, had 4. Amelia Pedro had a 3-point basket for 3. The difference in the game also, Revere did a tremendous job. They played virtually a box and 1 against Thurman for most of the first half, and they wound up with holding Ava Thurman to 1 point. Her 1 point tied the game at 35. Reese Brinkler had 11 before fouling out, and Sailor Brinkler had 12 with 3 3-point baskets, but Classical comes up short. Their season comes to a close, and a tough loss. A big-time win for Revere as they come up big and hold Classical to 4 points in the 4th period, putting 10 on the board, and they win it with DeSimone scoring the last 6 points of the game and the last 3, which were the winning points, as Revere defeats Classical 38-35. So Classical finishes up the season at 3-4. Revere goes to 2-5, and they'll move on to the semifinals to play somebody probably tomorrow at some gym, but right now all they worry about is celebrating this big win in this quarterfinal Greater Boston playoff game. So 38-35, Revere coming from behind. Their only lead of the game came in the fourth period when DeSimone got the basket to break a 35-35 tie. So 38-35, Revere wins it. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.